He confessed I told the truth and my family still took his side. I was 24 years old when my own family made it clear that protecting their peace mattered more than protecting me. And it happened on a quiet winter night I will never forget. It was February of the year 2022, and I remember the cold rain tapping softly against the windows while I sat on my bed staring at my phone. It was late at night, the kind of night where the house is silent except for the hum of electricity and distant traffic. I had just received a message that made my hands shake. My cousin, the same person everyone trusted without question, had finally admitted what he had done to me months earlier. The words were short, careless, and sent like it meant nothing. I sat there in the dark, phone lighting up my face, rereading the message again and again. My chest felt tight. I could hear my own breathing. I remember thinking that now, finally, someone would believe me. The next morning, I told my parents. It was still early, the sun barely up, and my mother was making tea in the kitchen like it was any other day. My voice cracked when I spoke. My father did not look at me at first. I explained everything slowly, where it happened, what was said, how long I had stayed quiet out of fear and shame. I expected anger. I expected shock. I expected protection. Instead, the room went painfully quiet. My mother stared at the counter. My father sighed deeply and rubbed his face. I remember the sound of a phone notification going off on the table and how loud it felt in that silence. They told me I must be confused. They said I might be remembering it wrong. When I showed them the message, my father read it once and handed the phone back like it burned him. That afternoon, my aunt arrived, then my uncle, then my grandmother. No one asked how I was. They talked about reputation, about family name, about how hard life already was. I sat on the couch while they stood around me, telling me to think carefully, telling me I should not ruin someone's future over a misunderstanding, telling me to let it go for the sake of peace. I remember staring at the wall clock, watching the seconds move, feeling smaller with each tick. My phone buzzed again. It was a message from my cousin asking if everything was okay. That night, my parents came into my room. My mother sat beside me and held my hand, but her grip felt weak. My father told me the family had decided it was best to keep this private. He said confronting him would cause damage we could not undo. He said I needed to be strong. That was the moment something broke inside me. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a quiet realization settling in my chest that I was alone in a room full of people who shared my blood. In the weeks that followed, life went on like nothing happened. Family dinners, group chats, smiles. My cousin was still invited everywhere. I stopped attending. I stopped talking. I started sleeping less. Every time my phone buzzed, my stomach dropped. I felt like I was carrying a secret everyone knew, but chose to ignore. By summer, I moved out. I found a small place and worked extra hours just to stay busy. The silence there felt different, heavy but honest. I realized something painful during those long evenings after work. Betrayal does not always come from enemies. Sometimes it comes wrapped in concern, in excuses, in the word family. What changed me was not what he did. It was watching the people who raised me choose comfort over truth. I do not speak to most of them now, not out of anger but clarity. I learned that protecting myself was not selfish. It was necessary. Some families protect the wrong person and call it unity. I learned to walk away and finally protect myself.